Yo, what up? So, based on some comments and feedback, I wanted to add a few more thoughts to the last video, which was, maybe if we can't do it alone, we can't really do it. If you haven't seen that one, doesn't really matter what order you watch them in, but maybe go back and watch that before you continue with this one. So I'm going to start with a Zen story. So there's a story of a Zen student who leaves the monastery and goes out doing all the chores and work and things he's assigned to do. And he's having a horrible day. Everything that can go wrong does. He's angry, he's frustrated, he's just having a horrifically miserable day. And all he can think about is, I can't wait to get back to the temple and meditate. I can't wait. This day sucks, F my life. Let me just get back there and feel good or find a way out from this, from what I'm experiencing. So he spends this long day of misery, and he gets back to the monastery, and he collapses on a cushion in front of the Zen master and says, teacher, I'm so grateful to be here. I had such a horrible, horrible day, and I just couldn't wait to get back here and, put it all behind me and meditate and find some peace. And the Zen master looks at him and says, student, it sounds like you had a million opportunities to grow today, and you blew every one of them. So, elaborating on that and expanding from my thoughts on the other video, which is, not only should we invest, if what we can accomplish in a setting that's conducive and supportive of it can't be accomplished under conditions that are not conducive for it, in a setting that's completely fighting against it, one aspect is, well, the more we do that, the better we'll get at it, of course. But we really need to investigate if what we're doing really doesn't have a real life application. So it's not only about doing it alone per se, but it's also about, is what we're doing, does it have a real world, realistic application? So those are really the 2 points. If everything we can do within a like-minded community with the support of others in a safe, secure, controlled environment, if that starts unraveling and falling apart, we just need to investigate that. Is it something? Should we abandon that teaching? The Buddha said, if something doesn't resonate, if something doesn't work anymore, abandon it. So this is, for me, a pivotal point of practice. We're alone most of the time. We spend our day, we're alone all the time in our inner life, right? So, I think the situation now with the pandemic and the quarantine really is such a teaching moment of how to be alone, and is what we do beneficial or harmful, or is it something we've just evolved past and grown past, and we need to abandon it, and it's just not working anymore. So it's a subjective assessment that requires really this rigorous honesty with ourselves. So I hope this added another perspective, or broadened the perspective of the first video. We really need to, just like in martial arts, we have to learn to adapt our technique when the situation warrants it. And same thing with spiritual practice. So again, if you have any questions, comments, hit me up, and peace out.